In a small, secluded village, nestled deep in a forest, there was an old house that the locals avoided. Rumors whispered about the place spoke of an ancient curse and the unsettling sound of a child's laughter that echoed through the woods late at night. One autumn evening, a skeptical historian named Laura decided to investigate the house. She was determined to uncover the truth behind the tales that had intrigued her for years. Armed with a flashlight, a notebook, and her courage, she approached the house as the sun dipped below the horizon. The door creaked open with a groan, revealing a dust-covered interior. Laura stepped inside, her flashlight piercing through the oppressive darkness. The air was thick and stagnant, carrying a chill that seemed to seep into her bones. As she explored the rooms, she noticed faded photographs of a family that once lived there. The faces in the photos were eerily devoid of expression, their eyes hollow and staring. The sound of her footsteps was the only noise, aside from an occasional creak from the old wooden floors. Suddenly, Laura heard a faint giggle coming from upstairs. Her heart raced, but she pressed on, convinced it was just her imagination. She climbed the stairs, each step echoing in the stillness. The laughter grew louder, more distinct, and seemed to come from a room at the end of the hallway. At the door, Laura hesitated, her hand trembling as she reached for the handle. The room beyond was dark, but she could see faint, shifting shadows. She entered and turned on her flashlight. The room was empty, save for a dusty rocking chair that creaked rhythmically as if someone, or something, had just been sitting in it. The giggling stopped abruptly. Laura's flashlight flickered and then went out. In the pitch black, she could feel a presence closing in around her. Her breath came in short, rapid gasps, and her hands shook as she fumbled for her backup flashlight. When the light finally flickered back to life, Laura's eyes widened in terror. In the corner of the room stood a small figure, barely visible in the dim glow. It was a child, with hollow eyes and a grin that stretched unnaturally wide. The child's laughter returned, now a sinister, echoing cackle. Laura backed away slowly, her mind racing for an escape. The child's laughter grew louder, almost deafening, and seemed to fill the entire room. She turned and fled down the hallway, the sound of her own pounding footsteps mingling with the unearthly giggles.
Follow for part 2.
The house remained abandoned, its curse now confirmed in Laura's mind. But that night, as she lay in bed, she couldn't shake the feeling of cold fingers brushing her skin and the echo of that haunting laughter, which seemed to follow her wherever